Going to be playing Elder Scrolls. I have tried to start this broadcast 4 times now in the last 5 minutes, and with Injustice 2, and Injustice 2 is being crazy, so we just moved to Injustice. My character is, of course, Pretty Candy. I am level 25 Sorcerer, Admiral Dominion, and my location is Green Shade, if you know where that is in LA. If not, if my friends are online or not, so we're just going to be running around and fighting stuff and doing quests and stuff. Feel free to ask me any kind of questions during the broadcast. I'll see you at the top right under question thing. Yeah. So I hope everyone's day is going great. Mine's going fine. I am listening to music off my phone. I'm listening to music off my phone, so if the music bothers you, please do let me know and I'll turn it off. I think I'm about to turn this TV down though, so you're not hearing everything, just a little bit. Because you know, some people don't like all the loud gameplay, some people like music instead. Some people like just the game music. But as I said before, this is LegitSoloDolo's channel, and I am his girlfriend, Fruity Candy, and hopefully we're going to be doing a broadcast together soon, but I told him I was going to work on it while he was at work, until we get this situated and better, to the point where once we get a few more viewers, or a lot more viewers that come on and watch us every now and then, or all the time, like repetitively, then we'll worry about going on together, because I know we both have good personalities for gamer YouTube channels. Let's see. For social, let's see if I have friends online. And I do! But they're all friends I don't play with. The ones I usually play with, you guys, are in Iron Knight or Ketsu, but as you see, those are not all available right now. I mean, there is Smash Bro. We call him Smash Bro, but his name is M Smashmore. He's great. He's awesome. I just never played with him alone before. I've only played with him in a group, so I guess we're gonna go solo dolo until my friends get here. Let's see, quest. We're gonna go back to the main Divine Inquiries quest, because yeah. Where is it? We're gonna go to my penthouse because that's easy and cheap and free to go to. And I don't want to die out here anytime soon. I want to get this quest done, get a little fighting done. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna talk about, you guys? What's been going on? In fact, let me talk about what's been going on with me. Okay? I am a non-stop worker. Like, I always have a job the day after I quit one job. But this last job I had, I actually quit and did not wait to quit. And that says a lot about me, okay? That says a lot about the job. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because, you know, legal issues, and if it does turn into a legal issue, because it's online and I'm bashing or whatever, so we're gonna say it rhymes with tonic. Y'all know what that one is. If it rhymes with tonic, that's where I used to work, and I was a manager there, okay? I was an assistant manager over a crew member manager and under the store manager for that store. So basically, me and this person were getting back and forth into it. The store manager, per se, he's the one that hired me, of course. We were getting into it because he thought I wasn't putting enough oomph into my work. I wasn't reacting the way he wanted me to, so he'd get under my skin to see if I'll flip or argue, and I wouldn't do it. And every day, like every few days, he'd be like, so you want to talk because you seem out of it? I'm like, no, I'm not out of it. I'm just not going to argue with you. I'd rather keep my job than argue with you. And he's like, well, I'm giving you the full advantage of arguing with, well, telling me how you feel, because I don't want you to ball it up inside and then randomly one day just spit it out on me and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, alright, well, I'm not going to do that, because to you, everything I say goes in one ear and out the other, and it won't matter to you because you're above me. At the end of the day, you are above me, and you're not going to fix anything. You're the way you are. Because he comes to work and expects everybody to just stand on their toes because he's sitting here arguing with them and they can't fight back. But I was the only one that could actually verbally say anything back to him, and everybody was coming. They don't like getting yelled at and stuff, and I was just like, well, I'll see what I can talk to him about, but I don't know if it's going to get any further than that, because he is my manager as well. So I'm sitting here keeping my tongue shut, my tongue in my mouth. Tongue shut. I'm keeping my tongue in my mouth because I don't want to sit here and argue with this man. So it gets to a day where he's yelling at me and I decide to say something back, okay? I decided to say, well, you can't expect me to learn this, because I was still in training for the last 3 months. And my pay, mind you, was not as high as it should have been, because I should have got paid the regular way. After 2 weeks of being there, I should have been getting paid like 12 an hour, maybe 13. Well, he was paying me 9 something an hour. Okay, he said through training, you're going to get paid less than what you're going to normally get paid. And then when you're out of training and you're officially management, then we'll pay you the regular way. I was like, alright. Did the training, right? Finished it. Oh, well, you can't be legitimately a manager until you finish this stuff on the computer. Okay, why didn't you tell me that first, when you first hired me, kind of thing. So I'm sitting here going back and forth to the computer, and he's yelling at me, well, the job is more important than you learning anything on that computer, because we need you up front. And there's him, and there's like 8 people inside. So you're telling me that he can't run the front while I'm sitting there doing computer work? So of course I'm a little agitated. You know, I'm gonna be agitated. So I get off the computer. I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna try and get this work done, and then when we slow down, I'm gonna try and go back to the computer. No, because when I try to go back to the computer, he's like, well, no, you need to be setting up, making sure they're doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, you're up there, like, you're the manager above me, you are running the store right now, this is your shift. And he's like, no, it's your shift. I'm like, it's not my shift if you won't let me run it. It is your shift. I am doing what you told me to do, and you're getting mad at me for it. So it's like, what do you expect me to do? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, whatever. I'm just not going to worry about computer work. And then the person above my manager comes in. His name is Frank. His name is freaking Frank. They're all Franks. But anyways, Frank comes in. He's like, have you been Safe Serve certified? I'm like, no, not here, I have not. And he's like, he looks at my manager, and my manager looks at me, and he's like, you're not? I'm like, no, I'm not. You never asked me that. You asked me if I was Safe Serve certified somewhere else, and I said yes, and that was like all the way in Oklahoma. I'm not in Oklahoma no more. It's different for each state. So I'm not Safe Serve certified. So that gets him in trouble at Frank. So, you know, he has an attitude with me, and I'm just like, you can't be mad at me for something you didn't tell me, or you didn't do, or you didn't ask. So then basically, he's sitting there giving me attitude, saying, oh, well, when Frank gets here, you're going to have to do this big, long test on the computer, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand. I'll do that. You know, this is all during him arguing and yelling at everyone every single shift. Like, he has the right to cuss and walk out of the store, or cuss and run out and smoke a cigarette. But the minute you run out to go have a cigarette over arguing with this man, he's like, no, you can't go outside. We're busy right now. Okay, we were busy when you did it. You know what I mean? If I'm a manager too, I should be able to leave the store while you guys, you know, figure out what the fuck you're doing. But no. So I passed the state safe serve test, okay? Let's get that out the way. I passed the safe serve. So I'm officially management right now, right? Oh, well, you can't get paid as your manager duty until you make sure that you got this all straight down pat. Are you freaking kidding me? So I'm like, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look for another job. I didn't tell him that, but I was like, in my head, I was like, you know, I'm about to look for another job. I'm done with this place. And then basically, this whole 2 weeks after me saying I need to start looking for another job, this dude is coming at me like with everything he got. He's throwing me places that, like, he's never put me in the window. Okay, mind you, the window is like a drive-through. He's never put me in the drive-through. But he's put me on headset, he's put me going car hopping, he's put me in the kitchen, he's put me in the front, you know, he's put me everywhere else. The only place I was at the window was the other store that he sent me to do some training. So I went to the other store and did some training. I did great at the window, amazing at the window, and that store was a lot busier than our store. He puts me at this window, okay? This window at this store is in a really bad area, like a really low blow area, like the one with all the people with the attitudes and you don't have the nice customers at this store. So he puts me in the window, right? This lady comes through. She got this, she's got this thing going on where she has 4 kids in the car and she's in her work outfit and she's like, you know what? I hope I get my food fast because I'm on my lunch break. First off, you're on your lunch break in the car with 4 kids. Okay? You ain't going nowhere anytime soon. 1. 2, you just ordered 4 something meals for little kids. And then they want drinks that we don't even have. They want Spider-Man based drinks. We don't have a Spider-Man based drink at that store. We have colors. But we can't do one side this color and one side this color. We have to mix the colors together. So, you know, Spider-Man's red and blue. She's like, well, can you make a red and blue one? I'm like, well, if I make a red and blue one, ma'am, it's going to come out purple. And that's not Spider-Man. And I can't do one side red and one side blue. It's not going to come out right. You're not going to enjoy it. She's like, well, do you have anything else? I'm like, well, we can do like a slap your mama, a punch your daddy. Those are blue and red. You know what I mean? We can do 2 of those, but they're going to be separate cups, different colors. Okay. So she gets 4 of the slap your mamas. Those are blue drinks. The blue drinks come out to her. They're in little small cups. She gets these cups, right? And tell me why this lady, those don't look like the drinks. They don't look made correctly. I'm like, are you kidding me? We just made them while you sat here and watched us. They are made exactly the way they're supposed to be made. Well, can you remake these or give me something else, like lemonade? I'm like, okay. So this whole time, this lady and me are going back and forth trying to get these drinks correct. You know what I'm saying? My manager is, what's taking so long at the window? What is she doing? Why is she asking all that? Why didn't you fix it? I did fix it. I'm handing them to her now. Well, why is she still at the window? Well, she just asked to add 2 corn dogs onto her order. Well, why didn't you say anything? Because I'm putting it in the computer while we're talking to the customer so I can call it out to you guys. But if she's sitting here talking to me, I can't yell out 2 corn dogs to you while me and her are going back and forth trying to make sure she's actually getting what she needs. So me and him are going back and forth. Well, you're about to lose your job with the way you talk to that customer. Excuse me? I've been talking to this customer the nicest way that any of you have been talking to your customers. Okay? I'm going to lose my job for being nice to the customer and giving her what she wants. How is that making any sense, right? So he's like, well, it's just your tone. I'm like, well, my tone is very professional. So when I'm like, yes, ma'am, we'll give you 2 corn dogs. Just give me 1 second to put this in your order. And let me fix up these drinks for you to make sure they're correct. And I apologize for the inconvenience. I close the window and my tone is wrong. And I talk just like that. I talk just like that to every customer. So how in the heck is my tone bad to a customer. I think he just had an issue with me, which is perfectly fine. I was already going at it with this dude in the first place. So he decides after that customer to take me out the window, and he takes me to the side. It's like, you know what? I don't know if you can handle all this management. You have to know everything. You have to be on spot with everything. I'm like, I was on spot with everything. You're just on my neck yelling at me. And you're like, you know, you can't expect someone to learn or to get any better with you jumping down their throat every time you get a chance. Like, you don't even ask what's going on. You don't even try and fix it. You just want to yell. You know what I'm saying? Or just push someone out the way and take over. When you push someone out the way and take over, you're more confused than I was. Because you don't know what the hell's going on.